We're talking about this one because Elon Musk amplified it to 240 million people on X, on Twitter. He murders an entire migrant family in cold blood at the end of the movie. One is, you mentioned it's not about religion or Islam. Well, then why did you include dialogue in the film where the father of the rapist tries to justify it by citing the Quran?
Why people don't go to jail if they rape...
Non-migrant rapists don't go to jail as well. You should condemn that. Well, you should condemn it. You should condemn it. He murdered an entire family.
No, he
killed the entire family, Uwe. You're lying.
Citizen Vigilante was not just another action film. It became a major controversy after Elon Musk promoted it on X, especially after it was barred from a normal theatrical release in Germany when it was denied an age rating. But the real debate was not about whether the movie was good or bad. It was about the message behind it. Is this just a revenge story, or does it turn Muslims and migrants into the face of danger?
It's 90 minutes of my life I'll never get back. It's not a good film. You mentioned the Variety review. They said astonishingly bad. I would add comically bad. It's just an awful film with no real plot line, and the dialogue is awful, and the action is awful, and the explosions are bad. But I'm not here to be a film reviewer. Uwe has already said film critics don't like him. They've called him the world's worst director. That's not my thing. I'm not a film critic. I'm not here to give my opinions on the aesthetics of the film. I am worried about what the film says and what message it sends and who's promoting it. Elon Musk. I wouldn't be sitting here, Piers, talking about this film. You wouldn't be doing this segment. I didn't write a Guardian article about it if it wasn't for Elon Musk. With the greatest of respect to Uwe Boll, he makes a lot of films. We're talking about this one because Elon Musk amplified it to 240 million people on X, on Twitter. He promoted it. He says he might fund a sequel. It's not about whether you like the movie or not. Why is Elon Musk promoting it, Piers? That is the question I want to answer. And then you get into the content of the film and the messaging the messaging is far-right propaganda. It is anti-Muslim. I'm glad Uwe Boll has Muslim friends, but this is a fundamentally anti-migrant, anti-Muslim film. This is a film which begins in Europe. It just says Europe blankly. Uwe filmed the film in Croatia, I believe, which is one of the safest places in the world. I think they only had like 23 murders in 2023. So let's just deal with this moral panic about crime, about immigrant crime. And then the film itself, it does advocate for vigilantism. The guy in it, Michael Sanders, the protagonist played by Armie Hammer, he murders an entire migrant family in cold blood at the end of the movie. Sorry to do a spoiler, but it's all over the internet. These are the clips that are being promoted on Twitter by Elon Musk's acolytes. They gleefully sharing a clip of a guy murdering a father, mother, son, and daughter because the son apparently is a rapist. So he kills the entire family. I mean, that is an insane message to send in a film. Not just to send in a film, and I know I've seen an interview Uwe did where he said he doesn't support that scene. He put it in there to shock us, which is his right as an artist, but that's not how it's being used online, Piers. It's being promoted online. When Elon Musk, Piers, is sharing, he's retweeting people saying this is the moderate response. That's what he retweeted. The moderate response to murder an entire family. But just two things I wanted to ask Uwe. One is, you mentioned it's not about religion or Islam. Well, then why did you include dialogue in the film where the father of the rapist tries to justify it by citing the Quran? Why does the protagonist talk about Islamists taking over Europe? I think it's a little bit disingenuous to say it's not about Islam when it very much is when you watch the film.
Have you heard personally from Elon Musk? Have you talked to him about this?
No, not really. We just had exchanges as messages, basically.
What did Elon Musk say to you?
No, it was only that he liked what he saw, and if we could play the movie on X, right? And then we said, yeah, whatever. If it's like a short-term period, we maybe can do it. So, but I need to say one thing. This Syrian refugee family, where the son was a rapist, he did the gang rape. That's basically on a case what was in Hamburg a few years ago. And I think stuff like this incites violence in the population. Because if you have 8 rapists and they don't get prosecuted, they don't go to jail, then people getting this kind of vigilante fantasies, right? They think like, why people don't go to jail if they rape.
Non-migrant rapists don't go to jail as well. Free Epstein got away with it.
In all your talk today, you say all Muslims are whatever victims, non-stop victims of right-wing attacks. I
never said that.
You said that. You implied that in everything you said. No.
I didn't say all Muslims. I said there are rape gangs which include Muslims.
In my film, he goes against criminals, not Muslims, criminals.
He didn't. He murdered an entire family.
No, he
killed the entire family, Uwe. You're lying. He killed the entire family. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not lying. He shoots the entire family.
Were they all criminals? Was the girl a criminal? Was his sister a criminal?
No, but she was okay with the rape, and she saw the rape as a witness.
So you support killing people for having views you don't like? Wow.
It's a fictional movie. It's a fictional movie, and in movies...
but you're talking in real life now. You're saying he killed only criminals. I pointed out he didn't kill only criminals, and you said, but she had it coming.
You said, basically what you say is that it doesn't really matter. It was just a random Syrian family. He goes in and executes them. Total bullshit.
I didn't say
This
random.
film
You're
handles
lying. I specifically said the son
crimes
was a rapist
happening-
and he killed the
crimes
entire family.
happening from
And that clip
migrants.
is being shown as a moderate response. I've said this multiple times, Vivek.
Yeah,
that
but
clip
not
has
from
been
me.
used
I
online
didn't
as a
put that
moderate
and
response.
say
You
that's
should
an,
condemn that. Well, you should
no, no.
condemn it. You should condemn it. If I made
did
something,
it.
if I wrote
No, I
something
said
that was
I
being
would
used
not
by
post it and
far-right
say that
people
it's
to incite violence,
Do you still think that Donald Trump is a serial liar whose politics only make the rich richer and the poor poorer, as you said in 2018?
No, I mean, that was, I think, based on the first term.
You don't feel
I
that now?
think-
Here, the full picture becomes clear. A film that frames Muslims and migrants as a threat. Elon Musk amplifies it, and now the director seems careful not to upset the audience that embraced it. So refusing to watch this film is not censorship. It is a rejection of the message they are trying to normalize.